What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Mac to Mine. And on today's discussion, we're talking about a new social phenomenon. Everyone online wants to be from somewhere else. Well, looking at Asian teenagers are looking at Western lifestyles, like, wow, I need a Stanley Cup, a clean gym outfit. I need iced coffee. I need a laptop in a minimalist cafe. Meanwhile, Western teenagers are looking at Asia like, wow, I need matcha, I need Korean skincare, I need Japanese convenience store food, a cute study desk, and a life that looks like a Studio Ghibli background. So basically, nobody's happy at home. Everyone is trying to download another culture like it's a free app. I call this phenomenon aesthetic tourism. So not real tourism, where you actually go somewhere, learn the history, talking people, and maybe get lost in a subway station for 40 minutes to just stuck in there. I mean, online aesthetic tourism, like where not real tourism, where you actually go somewhere, learn the history, talk to people, and maybe get lost in a subway station for 40 minutes. Well, I mean online aesthetic tourism, where people take pieces at a culture and turn them into a lifestyle that looks cool. I mean, for example, in some Asia countries, especially China, a lot of young people romanticize Western culture as something really clean and free, like rich, like relaxed, and middle class. It becomes a whole starter bag. A little lemon jacket, the Stanley Cup, the Aero One style smoothie, the big a big apartment, the pilots, the salad, the iced Americano, and suddenly you are not just drinking water anymore, you are living that kind of lifestyle. But at the time in the West, a lot of people are romanticizing Asia culture in almost the same way. But instead of white girl lifestyle, it becomes soft Asian lifestyle. I mean, matcha latte, like Korean sunscreen, the Japanese stationery, and the anime room, the K-pop playlist, the convenience store snacks, the study vlog, the cute keyboard, the and a desk setup that looks like the person have never experienced homework stress in their life. And this is where it gets interesting. Both sides are not copying the whole culture, they're copying the edited version. So Asia looks at the West and says, wow, you guys are so relaxed and confident. The West looks at Asia and says, why you guys are so disciplined and peaceful. And both sides are wrong in the funniest way possible. Because the West is not just iced coffee and freedom. Sometimes it's a student debt, the expensive healthcare, and someone wearing pajamas to Walmart at 2 p.m. That's kind of scary. And Asia is not just matcha, the clean streets, the cute stationery, and silent libraries. Sometimes, and silent libraries. Sometimes it is exam pressure, the crowded trains, the family expectations to you, and aunties asking you why you got a 95 out of 100 instead of 100 out of 100. But the internet does not show the full version. The internet shows the pretty version. It takes culture, removes the boring parts, removes the painful parts, like adds the soft music, as the increases the brightness, and posts it with the caption, "Romanticize your life." That phrase sounds cute, but sometimes it means ignore like reality and pretend your life is a movie. So one of the biggest examples is the study ethic. In Asia, studying is often connected to real pressure. Exams can decide your school, your future, your family expectations on you, and sometimes your entire personality from the next 5 years. But online, especially in Western social media, Asian studying becomes an aesthetic. It becomes a clean desk, a soft lamp, matcha, the highlighters, the Pomodoro timer, a lofi music, and sometimes someone writing notes so perfectly that even their mistakes looks expensive. But real studying is not always aesthetic. Real studying is messy. Real studying is three empty cups on your desk, your laptop sounding like an airplane, and your handwriting slowly turning into ancient symbols, and you whispering, "I understand this. I understand that," while clearly not understanding anything. So when people turn Asian academic culture into a cute lifestyle, that's kind of rude, and they sometimes miss the pressure behind it. They copy the desk, but not the stress. They copy the notebook, but not the system. And the same thing happens the other way around. In Asia, Western college life is often romanticized too. I mean, people see in American campuses hoodies and football games, and the coffee shops, the parties, the people lying on grass reading books, and they think, wow, that is real freedom. But again, this is the movie trailer version. Real Western school life can also be stressful, can also be competitive, lonely, and expensive. Not everyone is sitting under a tree reading a philosophy book, and some people are eating like instant noodles at midnight while refreshing Canvas to see if the teacher graded the assignment. So in Asia, Western culture becomes a symbol of freedom, and in the West, Asian culture becomes a symbol of discipline. And both sides are basically using each other as a filter. This also happens with beauty. Well, in Asia, Western beauty trends can be seen as confident, the healthy, mature, or clean. People copy the Jane Buddy, the tan skin, the blonde highlights, the old money outfit, and the pilot's routine. The no makeup that somehow requires 17 products. But in the West, Asian beauty is also being copied and romanticized, like Korean skincare, the glass skin, the soft makeup, the cute packaging, the sunscreen culture, the sheet masks, the lip tints. What else? Um, People see Asian beauty and think it is pure, it is gentle, natural, and futuristic at the same time. So honestly, some of it just good products. I'm not saying using Korean sunscreen is a crime. People use sunscreen. The sun does not care about cultural theory. And the problem is when people treat culture like a costume, they don't ask, why does this come from? Like they ask, will this make my Instagram look cleaner? And that is the key difference between cultural appropriation and the aesthetic consumption. Appropriation means you are serious. You learn task. You learn context. You understand what real people live inside that culture and respect the meaning behind it. But aesthetic consumption means you take the surface because it looks good, but you don't really care about the background. You just want the vibe. It's like walking into someone's house and taking their wallpaper and saying, this is my personality now. So another funny example is food. Asian people may romanticize Western brunch, avocado toast, the salad, the cheese board, the smoothie ball, the coffee that costs more than a full meal. It becomes healthy lifestyle. Another funny example is food. Asian people may romanticize Western brunch. The avocado toast, the salad, the cheese board, the smoothie ball, coffee that costs more than a full meal. It becomes healthy lifestyle. Western people romanticize Asian food too. Ramen, sushi, matcha, boba, like the Korean corn dogs, the convenience store sandwiches. But sometimes they treat it like a cute trend instead of normal food that real people grew up with. A bowl of noodles becomes healing. A convenience store rice balls becomes aesthetic. A normal Asian breakfast becomes so unique. So meanwhile, someone's grandma is like, I made this because it was cheap and easy. That's the funniest part. A lot of things that become aesthetic online were originally just normal, practical, or even ordinary everyday life. But when another culture discovers it, suddenly it becomes deep. For example, an Asian person using a rice cooker, normal. But a Western influencer using a rice cooker, well, that thing changed my life. An American drinking iced coffee, oh, that's pretty normal. An Asian influencer drinking iced coffee in a white kitchen, oh, that's clean girl lifestyle. That's middle class. A Japanese student using a mechanical pencil is pretty normal, but someone online top 10 stationery items to become academically unstoppable. So the internet has this magical power to make normal things look like luxury if you film them from the right angle. But I don't think this phenomenon is completely bad. Actually, cultural exchange can be really good. It can make people interested in other countries, other languages, other foods, and other histories. A lot of people first become curious through music, the fashion, through skincare, food, or movies. That's pretty normal. The issue is when we stop at the surface. If your entire understanding of Japan is convenience stores and anime, that's too simple. If your entire understanding of Korea is skincare and K-pop, that's too simple. If your entire understanding of America is Stanley Cups and college hoodies and parties, that's also really too simple. If your entire understanding of Europe is old money outfits and tiny coffees, congratulations, you have been kidnapped by Pinterest. Pinterest. Culture is not just a product category. It has history, it has class, poli- it has history, class, politics, family pressure, humor, language, and real everyday problems. But online culture gets turned into a shopping list. Buy this bottle, like wear this hoodie, drink this tea, use this skincare, and decorate your room like this. Now you have a new identity. It's like culture become DLC for your personality. And I think that's why this phenomenon is worth talking about because it shows how globalization works today. And it's not just countries influencing each other through movies or music or anymore. It's tiny lifestyle details traveling across TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest. A cup, a hairstyle, snack, a desk setup, a skincare product, all of these things become symbols. But the symbol is not always the same as the reality. So maybe the conclusion is simple. It's okay to enjoy cultures. It's okay to like matcha, K beauty, the American campus style, the Western brunch, the Japanese stationery, or Korean cafes. I like some of these things too. I'm not here to arrest anyone for owning a cute notebook, but maybe before the copy anything, we should ask, do I actually understand it? Why do I just, or do I just like how it looks on, or do I just look, or do I just like how it looks online? Because culture is not just an aesthetic, it's not just a filter, it's not just something to wear for a 15 rate. Because culture is not just for aesthetic, it's not just an filter, it's not just something to wear for a 15-second video. And maybe the funniest thing is this, while and maybe the funniest thing is this, while we're all trying to become someone else is probably looking at our normal daily life and thinking, wow, that is so aesthetic. So maybe your life is already a vibe. It just needs better lighting. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this, leave a comment. What cultural lifestyle do you think people romanticize too much online? And be honest, what aesthetic have you personally fallen for? So because I know at least one of the because I because I know at least one of you bought a matcha whisk after watching TikTok.